Even Theresa May says we have a police force in this country, we are policed by consent. Let me just go through this very quickly. There's two things to a police constable. That's two things. Police, the term police comes from policy. The policy man is enforcing the policies of the Crown Corporation, of which you are a citizen, which means worker, which means slave, and you've handed your will and your life over to that. Constable is something completely different. A constable has sworn an oath, which means he's in his honour, to prevent a breach of the peace. That's all he's there for. So he's got two roles. Now if you say to them, I don't recognise you as a policy enforcement officer, but I do recognise you as a constable, and you will honour your oath. If you refuse to honour your oath, then under common law you've committed perjury. That's a common law offence. If you swear an oath and you go back on that oath, that's a common law offence. If he insists, after you've rebutted that and said you don't want to do it, and you haven't given a name and address or anything like that, or contracted, and he still insists to fine you, because you can't fine even under English law, you have to have a court de jure, a jury as well, he still does that. He's then committed fraud, which is another common law offence. The maximum penalties for perjuries, I believe, is 25 years, and fraud is 25 years as well. Those are common law offences, and he's sworn an oath to uphold those. So if you go along to the police station and say to the sergeant, I have not contracted with this guy, the proof that I haven't contracted is he hasn't got my name and address. Do you want to add kidnap to that? Because he's committed perjury, he's attempted to commit fraud. Are you going to kidnap me until I give you something that isn't my property? Because that name isn't my property. In other words, you're asking me to give you something that isn't my property. As a police officer, do you think that's a good thing to do? Well, if